Hound Top 14, educating those who green in this dog game. You know what I mean? It's like, no, but yeah, we on here, man. Hound Top 14. Let's get it. Let me invite my people now. What's up, bro? How you feeling? Doing this Hound Top thing, man. We episode 14 now. Let me invite bro. Let's get it. Woo woo, Hound Top 14. Educating those who green in this dog game.
What's the deal, man? Episode 14, Hound Chat.
Hound Top, bro. What's up, bro?
What's the deal, man? What you want to talk about? Pit bulls or Walker Coon Hounds?
Man, you know this Hound Top. We shows love to them all. But first and foremost, let them know who you is, how to reach you on all platforms, bro.
All right, bro. I'm the master of working line dogs, working line canine, Michael Medina. You can catch me on YouTube, working line canine at gmail.com. That's about it. You know what I'm saying?
Alrighty. Hey, and I'm gonna be hop off, bro. Send me all your links when I upload you on YouTube. They can find you and all that.
All right, for sure.
Alright, so what got you into the hounds, bro?
I've been doing this dog shit since I was a kid. When I was about 4 years old, my dad bought me a Turtle Buster dog. So I've always had game bred pit bulls since I was young. That Turtle Buster dog, my older brother threw that motherfucker out a window and broke his legs. So, so they got rid of it. So every time I had a dog, they had every time I had a dog, my parents got rid of it. So by the time I turned 18, I said I'm gonna get me a red nose, and ain't nobody gonna get rid of my motherfucking dog. So when I turned 18, I went to Chicago and picked up a dog called Working Line Red Keisha. And when I picked the dog up from dude, I didn't breed dogs at the time, so he was trying to sell me the dog with papers for $500. And I told the dude, I'm cool, bro. I just want a dog. Like, I don't give a fuck about the papers, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wipe my ass with papers. So he said, all right, I sell you the dog pet quality for $200. I bought the dog when I was like 17. And when I was about 18 or 19, I decided to breed the dog. So I bred the dog to a UKC registered dog called Grahalis Kai. And he was a Castillo dog. I was going for that old family red shit. You know what I'm saying? So I
Uh-huh.
got the old family red dogs. I had a nice litter, and an ex-girlfriend of mine stole my male. My female got stole when my homeboy got carjacked on some bullshit. So, you know, I kind of, that's how I ended up going about getting Saint, because I was asked out on the mail. So I went and bought Working Line Saint for
I, they
$500 from
don't
Joe
know.
Coulter.
Tell them about the infamous Saint, bro.
And Saint ended up being, you know, my main dog. He ended up being the best dog I ever owned in my life, hands down. I mean, just a ridiculous ADBA dog. I mean, he gets the damn blue ribbons every fucking show. I mean, I haven't been to a show where he ain't get a first place ribbon. The dog is impeccable. Highest jumping dog on the planet for that free jump, not wall climb. That is, you know what I'm saying? Not, I think it's 9.5 feet. He could jump flat footed and grab onto his pose spring, hold on to that motherfucker. So Working Line Saint is the truth. I ended up taking Working Line Saint, breeding him to a dog called Richard D. Moore's dog, Viola, that came off the Working Line off that old family red shit that I had bred. And when I crossed that together, I got a dog called Sky and Showdown. I ended up inbreeding Sky and Showdown and made the pup I got right now, Sweatate. And I call him Lucky or Saint Jr., baby Saint.
Uh,
Now, Saint, I done shot him up with so much penicillin from hog hunting and all type of fuckery, because, you know, he be hunting, killing all kind of animals in the woods and shit. So he ended up going sterile mysteriously. I don't know how, you know. So that's pretty much where I'm at with the pit bulls. My blue dogs, I ended up getting a Staffordshire Bull Terrier York Boyles dog by the name of Doja, and I crossed her to that Sam McCool Stump line stuff. You know, I already know Grand Champion Stump, the greatest fucking dog that ever fucking lived. You know what I mean? I got to see Stump, meet Stump, badass fucking dog, eats rattlesnakes like it ain't shit, eat just a beast of a fucking animal, man. I ended up buying a direct son off Stump, Doofy. I call him Doofy. His name, registered name, and on the pedigree link is Stump Jr. And he's a great fucking dog. He has he's a pretty much a perfect dog, other than the fact he's got an underbite, but the underbite ain't never slowed him down. I done taken him hunting, you know what I'm saying, big cats, all kind of stuff on the bayou, and he's just an altogether great dog. Now, I have a shepherd program that I put together. I had quite a few German shepherds over the years, and they never really worked out for me having bulldogs. The motherfuckers would get grabbed up and then, you know, just be some punk ass dogs, get laid out, shit like that, yard accidents. So I was looking to get a shepherd dog that would protect my yard, but a dog that wouldn't get laid the fuck out. So what I did was rattlesnakes, copperheads, rattlesnakes, Stump, man, them dogs, you can catch them on Facebook. It's probably on YouTube. They kill them all, man. Them dogs eat venomous snakes. I'm talking about eat the whole snake. But anyways, I ended up getting them shepherds and breeding them shepherds together. I imported a dog from Mexico. Her name is Baby. I got her. She's Mexican gray wolf and German shepherd, 75% German shepherd. One of her grandparents was a Mexican gray. And I got that dog, and that dog was just completely different than any German shepherd I ever owned, because she just had that wolf trait, that alpha female, whatever the fuck you call it, punk pit bulls the fuck out trait. You know what I'm saying? So she don't even necessarily gotta like bump with the game dogs to punk them out. She's such a big, powerful dog. She just slam them and show her teeth, and she gets her point across. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I ended up taking Baby and what I call a game shepherd. You know what I'm saying? A dog that's been evaluated. You know what I'm saying? A dog that I done seen bump and roll with real fucking pit bulls. And Baby is an impeccable specimen. So I bred her to my homeboy Tyler Beret's dog. I told Tyler that if his dog gets bigger than my dog and is able to breed with her, then we'll go on ahead and breed him. I tried to breed Baby to an AKC German Shepherd, and she curved the dog the fuck out. Like, she was just straight up in the middle of her heat cycle, ready to go, ready to breed, and I just could not lock them two dogs up. So I took that dog over there to my homeboy Tyler's house. He's got a Czechoslovakian wolf dog, Belgian Malinois, and I crossed those dogs together, and all the fucking puppies came out looking like kind of like Belgian Malinois, basically. So I said, okay, if they gonna come out like Malinois, I might as well breed the dog to my Malinois, because I had a Malinois tucked away that a lot of people didn't know about. I had her. I just retired her at 9 years old. I gave her to a old lady, but I had that dog for maybe 5 years. I bred her when she was 8 years old to that Ajax dog, Tyler Beret's dog, that he got from his father, RIP, that bloodline. So at the end of that, I ended up with two different types of shepherds. We repeated the breedings twice on Baby, so in total we had about 32 shepherd type dogs, and out of the 32 of the motherfuckers, only one of them made the cut on my yard to be like, because she had the most traits that I was looking for that were more like a pit bull than anything else. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking for a game shepherd, and that's one in a million. So I ended up getting a dog called Black out of them litters that I kept. The one that, if you watch my YouTube, at 8 weeks old, she was up there on a pole spring, shaking a pole spring with Saint. You know what I'm saying? She's the one play tug of war with Saint. I take anything, throw it on the ground, whoosh, they start playing tug of war. You know what I'm saying? And she's a hell of a dog. I ended up creating a breed with that dog I call it Vlak Melonius. Vlak is the original name of Czechoslovakian wolf dog, and I'm on F3. We on F3 with that. You know what I'm saying? I did a line breeding, which puts me on a third generation with that. And that's where I'm at with the Vlak Melonius breed. And when I went out to Arkansas to the bayou to hunt, I noticed that my pit bulls were silent. They was too quiet. They basically would wait for me to go out there and shoot something. They wasn't treeing. They wasn't tracking. They wasn't even really working. They was just out there with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I got into the Walker Coon Hounds, because I got tired of taking these dogs into the woods and all they would do is make noise and scare shit away. You know what I mean? Or they'll see an animal, run up to the tree it, and then walk off from the tree. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I ended up getting into the Walker Coon Hounds so I could make my my hunting better. My hunting program when I go into them woods, so I can make something happen. And the thing, the walkers, I didn't know how much money was behind the PKC hunts and stuff like that. And when I started doing my research, I'm like, damn. So I've been taking my pit bulls to these ADVA shows, paying a bunch of money for gas just to get out there, then paying for the show and all that. And you don't really get nothing back but ribbons. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at these coonhound hunts. These people winning 20 grand, 100 grand. The
Funny.
youth winning 17 grand. Youth, little kids competing, winning 17 grand. And I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck have I been breeding pit bulls this whole goddamn time? I should have just picked up hound dogs to begin with. You feel what I'm saying? But that's just the evolution of my dog game. You know what I mean? So now I have various breeds. I got that band dog that I got from Sam McCool, this half stump line, half Cane Corso. She's a great dog. I probably overfeed that dog. She about 150 pounds. The bitch is huge. And I plan on breeding her to a South African Mastiff and keeping that that band dog program. Yeah, that Borbo. I want to keep that band dog program running like that, running big dogs. And I recently got a dog from Romero Chavez called Brittany or Kiki, and Kiki is a pure watchdog dog. Well, she's almost pure watchdog. She got an outcross of Eli Carver. Well, I'm gonna take her and run her to that Caesar dog or Johnny with Sam McCool on a collaboration that I got going on with Sam McCool, and we gonna keep that watchdog bloodline alive because a lot of people are preserving that bloodline to be basically bullies, and we want to preserve that bloodline to be basically pit bulls. You know what I mean? It's a lot of politics behind that bloodline, whether they are pit bulls or not. Kwame Winston and everybody with the pit bulls can't be blue and all that extra shit. But me and you both know that in 2010, before bullies even existed, they were registered with ADVA and UKC as American Pit Bull Terriers. So the thing about them dogs is they've been registered from as pit bulls for, over 20 years, and then the American Bully comes out, and all of a sudden they start calling them bullies. But the craziest part about it is me and you both know Sam don't got bullies. The dogs don't even match the bully standard. They too narrow-bodied. You know what I mean? If anything, they more match along the lines of the American Staffordshire Terrier standard because they have so much ruffian blood behind that watchdog. Because that's all watchdog really is ruffian, two-door, blood like that. You know what I'm saying? Old school blood. The same shit that go into the pits.
Even as the Staffordshire Bull Terriers I got, they ruffian and diamond and blank.
Yeah, so you already know how that goes. So the thing about it is, we trying to preserve this watchdog bloodline as American Pit Bull Terriers because nobody else is doing it. They basically ruining the entire bloodline by breeding them to bullies and breeding them away from what they were originally intended to be bred for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's why we're going to go ahead and get that Kiki dog. Kiki is still registered with ADVA as an American Pit Bull Terrier. Now, that dog, Caesar got reclassed as a bully, but I believe Stump and Hazel were both registered as American Pit Bull Terriers up until the year 2013. So that's what we're trying to do with that watchdog bloodline. We're trying to keep that shit alive because if not, it's just going to die out and fade away into the bully breed with all the razor edge crosses and stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, bro. Yeah.
So we shutting that razor edge bullshit down.
Get him on one.
Huh?
Definitely gotta get in contact with Sam. I'm trying to get him on one too.
Yeah, you already know. So I'm gonna go on ahead and keep that going. It's very unfortunate that you ain't got Percy no more, aka Villain. We was gonna do some very big things with that dog, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got 50% of that left. I got first generation son off of Villain.
Okay, well, I'm gonna throw whatever you got off of that. I'm gonna throw into my band dog program with that South African Mastiff, and
Yeah, no,
and that stuff.
actually, bro, I'm gonna retire the main Bentley blood and put it in my brother hands. My
That's
man,
what's up.
I'm
That's
a,
what's up. Hey, yo, but yo, you know what's crazy about these Walker Coon hounds? I was doing a lot of research and stuff in the pedigree, and there's this dog called Sackett Jr. That some bitch got 2,000 registered offsprings, bro. Yeah, 2,000 registered offsprings, bro. So I kind of how I came to the how I came to even notice that was I noticed that I'm looking at coonhound pedigrees. I'm noticing that everybody and their mama got Sackett Jr. in their pedigree. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how the fuck is it possible that everybody got pretty much the same bloodline Walker Coonhound? And the reason why is because that son bitch had 2,000 offspring, and then his offsprings probably had 2,000, 3,000 more or something. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
he one of the most influential dogs to that breed. You know what I'm saying? That Sackett Junior dog. And I noticed that the dogs that run off that coma blood, they run bigger, and I want bigger coon hounds. So I'm fucking with the coma blood tough because that shit is hella big. Now there's a dog called Stylish Clover that's really popular, and everybody love that Clover blood, and they say it works and it's badass. And a lot of people look for it. It's very sought after. Like Clover is pretty much like Eli
So,
or you know what I'm
so
saying, Bolio to the coonhound game. You know what I'm saying?
over running them pounds right now, bro.
Yeah. So when I looked at Clover's pedigree, that some bitch got Coma and Finley River and all the he got everything else that is pretty much the same shit everybody else got. So the coonhound bloodlines and shit run real small. It's almost like if we was to take a category of pit bull bloodlines like Eli, you know how there's so many different types of Eli, but it all come from
Yeah,
Eli. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah. Whoa, whoa.
Yo,
Yeah, you
you know,
back?
yeah, that's pretty much how that coonhound breed work, man. It's a small family of dogs. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that people don't do too much inbreeding with the Walker Coonhounds the way they do with pit bulls
Oh, I really.
because the
I'm,
because the because the family the bloodline the family's a small family. Feel what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So you ain't really got an inbreed line breed like that with dogs that's already related.
Okay, okay. So even down to like you, I know you recently train walkers, right? You took them out in the field, Jack.
Yeah, I took them out. I got a male that some bitch don't work for shit. That he a big hard headed stubborn ass motherfucker, man. You let him loose, he do whatever he want to do. But I got him. He's 6 years old, never hunted in his life, and I bought him because his pedigree goes back to X Junior, and X Junior is in my other dog. My other dog has that is Heavy Sackett Junior with that X Junior shit. So uh I'm thinking that's going to, go good in my future program. You know what I'm saying? But him, I'm not going to hunt with him because he already too old. I'm just using him as a stud dog. My female, on the other hand, Oki, we ain't treat nothing. Now I wanted to go out tonight into the field and go hunting and see if she'll, tree something. I got high hopes and high expectations for that Oki dog. You feel what I'm
Okay,
saying? So if I get her treeing and everything by April, then I'm gonna enter the super stakes, and I think the super stakes purse is like 100K or something ridiculous as fuck like that.
yeah, get that, bro.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
we gonna have
Like
me and you, we the coldest dog trainers on the planet. So
you already know.
I'm gonna teach that dog how to tree a coon. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, even if you like one thing I noticed, especially when you getting grown dogs, you feel me? Like you got mold them because the Staffordshire Bull Terriers I had them probably for about 3-4 months now, and they came to me 2 and 4 years old. When I say
Yeah,
one thing I'm learning now to be more patient, bro. Like it's like when you sit on the dog, you get something better out of it. For instance, like my girl, right? She's not the same
yeah,
dog I had when I first got her. Wolverine, he coming around, pulled on like the training and obedience stuff, right? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's one thing I'm learning to do now. I'm getting more patient with my dogs.
yeah. Me too, man. I've been getting a lot more patient with the dogs too. Trying to understand them and stuff like that. Because once you understand your dog, it's easier to work with them. You know what I mean?
Once you get that bond or that dog fall in love with you, it's curtains, bro.
Yeah, like that Okie dog when I got her, she was trying to tear my ass up. Like, dude, she was fucking straight aggressive as hell, man. And the lady who gave it to me said it's gonna take you about 2 weeks to crack this dog. And I was like 2 weeks, huh? I was like, man, I wasn't even worried about it because remember when I had that Grajales Kai dog, that son bitch was biting everybody. You feel you feel what I'm saying? So I was thinking in my head like this little ass dog ain't got shit on Kai. You feel me? So so I told the lady straight up, like, I've had beater dogs. I ain't even worried about it. So I took the dog home, put it in the kennel run, whatever. The next morning, I go out there to go fuck with the dog, man. She growling at me, snarling at me. I go in there, I give her some dog food. She don't even want to eat it. I'm like, all right, bitch, I got something for you. I go inside, open up the refrigerator, look for some leftovers. It's some spaghetti from like 3-4 days before. I take out the spaghetti, man. Before I could even get to her cage, she was jumping at the top of her cage, happy as hell. I fed her that spaghetti, bro, and now she became my best friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all it took. That's all it took was a little bit of spaghetti, bro, so to crack that dog.
Far as your train walk phone hound program you running with now, you gonna do a lot of inbreeding, line breeding off of that, or you gonna do like researches?
Well, what I got planned is the Okie dog is heavy Sackett Junior and some other shit, and then my male is heavy X Junior, and then the little puppy I got, the other male, he's both. You
Oh,
feel what I'm saying? So when I breed, basically when I breed my older dogs together, I'm making the same kind of dog, pretty much the same bloodline as Chuck. It's basically like if I took Red Boy Jocko, Jeep Folio Tombstone, and bred that shit to another RBJBT dog. Really don't matter who they come off of, it's still the same family of dogs. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I don't really got to do too much inbreeding and line breeding with those dogs, like I said, because they families is already bred so tight. You know what I mean? And I don't mean my brother, sister, actual inbreeding like pit bulls. I'm just saying that all those dogs come from the Tennessee lead dog. You feel what I'm saying? All those dogs come from one dog, basically.
Oh,
You feel me? All Walker Coon hounds
the
come
Remy.
from that Tennessee lead. So it's a small family. It's like basically, like I said, comparing them to an Eli family. You feel what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
the Eli dogs come from Eli. All the coon hounds come from Tennessee lead. So the blood is so close that you don't have to inbreed, line breed the way you got to with pit bulls, because pit bulls is spread real loosely because of all the pioneers to the game like Kobe, Tudor, Corvino. You get what I'm saying? Those three different families alone have their own, groups of dogs.
Oh yeah. And then that's the tip my boy down, bro. Far as my program, once I'm gonna start off. I start off with them Boston Staffordshire Bull Terriers. They gonna see what I'm gonna turn into. I ain't gonna tell them too much right now, no, bro. But you know me, and you know the mission.
I'm about to take the Boston Staffordshire Bull Terrier and run it to a Frenchie and make my exotics and stun on these bitch ass niggas.
Yeah.
Real spill. That's how I'm gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna take your shit and make it smaller, bro, and act the ass, bro. Like, yo, I got the real exotics.
Hey, do what you do, bro. At least they know they gonna have some good stock.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm sorry if they game. You feel what I'm saying? you feel me?
Yeah, bro. Man, but matter of fact, hey, give them a rundown on how Saint bred, bro.
All right, Saint is bred. Okay, Saint Sire is Muchler's Pirate, champion Muchler's Pirate. Muchler's Pirate is a grandson of Yellow Man, of Southern Kennels Yellow Man. His dad is Mr. Moni's Yellow Man, POR. And then they bred, to make Muchler's Pirate, they bred Mr. Moni's Yellow Man, POR, to Grand Champion TNC's Phoenix. TNC's Phoenix is a Mims and Sorrels dog, I believe. And that Mr. Moni's Yellow Man is a RBJBT dog. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, they carve crosses.
Oh, all right, oh, all right.
Either which way you look at it, they carve acrosses. If you was looking at it from an 8th generation sense of pedigree, it's carve across. Now, Saint's mom's half is champion. My girl comes off of that pure Dunlap shit. Now, a lot of people don't know about Dunlap bloodline or, Paul Dunlap, but he was an old dude who died in about 2013, I believe, at 60-something years old. And he bred pit bulls for himself. He didn't do it for nobody else. You know what I mean? He was doing it to preserve his own stock. He didn't breed dogs. He bred dogs probably every so on. When his dogs got old, he bred them to make more. Put it that way. He was a real humble dude. He didn't just make a bunch of dogs to sell them or nothing like that. He bred dogs when his dogs got old to have more dogs. You know what I'm saying? And dude was up in Mayview, Missouri. Now, Charlie Trigg, another old school head who died, he took Paul Dunlap sauce, you know what I mean, and threw about a out in there. It's the out is Zebo and Iron Line, that Mike Norah blood. You feel what I'm saying? So that old family red and that Eli is what they threw into that Dunlap stuff. Now Dunlap blood goes back to old Klaus blood. You feel what I'm saying? Klaus Stabber, those dogs, old ADBA dogs that nobody really talks about anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah. Klaus was a dude. I know he was from Missouri, and he was shutting shit down. These are dogs that created the Bolio bloodline, created a lot of bloodlines that a lot of people know about, but they don't look back past to see them Klaus dogs. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're very influential in the pit bull game. It's back there in a lot of people's pedigree. Now that Dunlap stuff, the reason why that old school stuff is so close up in the pedigree is because of the simple fact that they bred them dogs so old. They bred 8-year-old dog to 8-year-old dog, and then when the puppies came out, they bred the offspring at 8 years old, and that's why the Dunlap pedigrees is so back far behind. Now, if you compare them to dogs that come off Mayday, they breed a dog when it becomes 1 year old. Then they take the offspring off that and breed it when it comes 1 year old again, and then they keep doing that, and that's how they jump generations in pedigree faster than these old school breeders. That's why a lot of the times I like to breed old dogs. Because when you breed old dogs, you get older pedigrees. You know what I'm saying? You farther back in the generations. You know.
So what's your age that you usually breed, bro?
Well, me personally, when I started off, because I was starting off trying to get my own bloodline going and stuff like that, I was breeding dogs anywhere from 12 to 15 months to speed up the process to get my end result. But now that I have enough dogs to where I don't need to create dogs for no reason, I'd like to breed my dogs at about 5 or 6 years old to keep my program going and to keep my pedigrees back, to keep all the great, good dogs that you would see in people's fourth generations up in my first, second, third, and, the closer generations.
All right, and how many inbreeding line breedings would you do before you throw the out in there?
It depends what breed, but for my Black Melonius, I'm pretty much doing straight inbreeding, line breeding until the wheels fall off, until them dogs are so tight and so consistent that, you know what I mean, they all look identical. And basically, if I do it again, they'll come out with defects like, for instance, when we did that breeding with Sam McCool's Caesar and fuck is her name? Grace. When we bred Caesar and Grace, those dogs were so tightly bred that only one pup survived named Jabba, and the dog came out with fucked up legs, fucked up teeth. I mean, pretty much fucked up everything. But the dog is a beast. Like, that's my number one hunting dog. When I take him into the woods, he has no fear. Straight cojones, bro. That ugly-ass motherfucking bulldog, he doesn't even have a kink tail. He has no tail. You know what I'm saying? The dog came out with no tail, fucked up, underbite, ugly-ass motherfucking dog. The dog looked like Mike Lazowski from Monsters, Inc. But I swear to God, that dog game as fuck, and he is the shit. I don't give a fuck. My homeboy Sam always asks me, why you like that dog so much? I'm like, I don't give a fuck what he look like. It's what he act like. You know what I'm saying? He with the shit. You know what I'm saying? About inbred in a motherfucker. So, I'm going to pretty much breed my dogs until I know that they going to come out pretty fucked up if I do it again. So that's kind of how I'm going with it.
That's when you throw him.
Huh?
So like, all right, like the Doug you just said, right? Even though he not bred correctly, right? Would you breed him to an out just so you can get some correct pups, but still maintain?
I would actually absolutely breed Jabba, but if I was to breed Jabba, I would either breed him to a pocket bully or an American Pit Bull Terrier that lacks what he has, like an Eli dog, for instance. My Eli dogs are narrow, skinny, fucking gangly looking ass dogs. You feel what I'm saying? If I was to take Jabba and breed him to one of them gangly looking ass Eli dogs, I'd get some dogs that'll come out straight fucking beast. You feel me? But people don't want blues with American Pit Bull Terriers. You feel what I'm saying? There's not a big market for that. So if I was to breed Jabba, breeding him to a pocket bully and getting clean ass pockets would probably be a lot smarter and better way to go than breeding Jabba to a pit bull. Because people wouldn't understand why I would line that breeding up like that. You feel
Yeah,
what I'm saying? They'd have to know the dogs to say, okay, he's doing some real deal Holyfield shit here. You know what I mean?
yeah. You got anything you want to tell these up and coming young Doug men or inspiring Doug men? Any G's
Man, just
on?
just pay attention to pedigrees. Pedigrees matter. I mean, a lot of people say papers don't matter. Look, if your dog don't have papers and you gonna breed some dogs without papers, breed your dog without papers to dogs with pedigree and keep track of your lineage. That would be my best advice to these people and these upcoming dog men, because I see a lot of hate in the game. I see a lot of pit bull people hating on pit bull people. You know what I mean? And it shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that in other breeds. You don't see Walker Coonhound people saying, "Oh, that's not a Coonhound. That motherfucker got spots." You know what I'm saying? They don't do that shit. This is what they ask you: do it tree, but do it tree though. You know what I'm saying? That's what should matter. You know what I'm saying? These pit bull people, it's just nothing but straight hate back and forth. Everybody hating on everybody. That shit is dead. You feel what I'm saying? So for these people that's breeding pit bulls without papers, or they trying to do their own thing with the pit bulls, breed your dogs to pedigree dogs and keep track of your lineage. That's the best. That's the best advice I could give to people who is breeding without papers. You feel what I'm saying? And that
Uh,
and a lot of these up and coming young dog men go out and buy a dog. They don't really know what it is and they want to breed it and they don't have papers for it. It could be a great dog. They could have something awesome and great. Don't let nobody hate on you and stop you from your program. If you want to go for it, go for it, but do it the right way. Do it with a dog that's thoroughbred with the traits that you're going for. You know what I'm saying?
if all else fail, I say you get that DNA test and rock from there, like I was gonna do with Maynard and Bentley.
Yeah, I mean, you could do the DNA, but you know the embark DNA tests are not fully accurate. You know what I'm saying? I know they're not accurate because they DNA test dogs with pedigree and a bunch of bullshit pops up. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen them DNA test dogs and they say they come out, the dog's 100% pit bull and staff, but the motherfucker got pointy ears like a German Shepherd and fluffy ears. I actually know why those DNA tests are not accurate, because 4 generations of a dog's pedigree makes 100% of the dog. That's why pit bullmen only look at 4 generations of the pedigree. They care what's in the first 4 because that makes 100% of your dog. So say if you had a German Shepherd in your 7th generation, but all your first 4 generations were pit bulls, in a DNA embark test, that German Shepherd won't pop up. Feel what I'm saying? It's there, but the embark can't detect it because remember, 100% of your dog is only 4 generations. So if he has German Shepherd in his 5th generation, a throwback could come right back out. You feel
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I mean,
The throwback could come right back out. That motherfucker could look like a full breed German Shepherd when you done bred 2 pit bulls together. Like, how the fuck? And the reason why is because that dog got that mixed breed, way back in there, and embark can't detect that shit. That's why I feel like it's pointless to waste your money on an embark test when you can actually just DNA profile your dogs with DDC, the same company that does the Maury show. You can
uh-huh.
DNA profile your dog, save your dog's DNA profile, and in 20 years from now, 50 years from now, whenever they actually crack the dog DNA code and can tell you what exact breed you have, then you can bust out your DNA profile, which will never change, and know what you have.
All right.
You feel me?
Yeah. All
Because I
right.
like to base my shit off facts, not opinions.
Alrighty, bro. Alrighty, bro.
And I feel like that embark is basically an opinion. They just guessing. If anybody wants to pay $150 to guess what kind of dog they have, they might as well just pay me because I tell them. You feel what I'm saying?
They can pay me too. I'm accurate most of the time.
You know, I'm accurate most of the time. I swear to God, I'm about just as accurate as them damn embark tests. Like, you gotta, you feel what I'm saying? Hit it
Out of
on the head. You feel me?
the breeds you got right now, you see yourself messing with anything else in the near future?
I told you I mess with that Boerboel, that South African Boerboel. I'm gonna throw that into the program with the band dogs. But I don't really see myself messing with too many other breeds of dog. But I do really appreciate them blue tick hounds. Them
Yeah.
motherfuckers be going hard, bro. Them blue tick hounds. When you see them people post up the body count, like I just went hunting. You look at the damn blue tick hounds, and they got like 100 coons. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers post so many damn pelts.
Hound Tuck. But yeah, bro.
Huh?
I was looking
Yeah.
to climb. But
Yeah.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, right? You know what I was looking into, but I ain't gonna, that trend what did catch my attention before that. I was looking at the blue tan cone hound, right?
Yo,
And
the
I saw
black and tan is the shit. I have this thing in my mind where I want to breed that stump line because you know he's blue and tan to that black and tan and make the blue and tan coon hound. I've been thinking about doing that shit for a while. I kind of am salty that I just snitched that on the sauce because that's like on the count check because that shit is like a confidential. I don't want nobody else to do that shit before me. You feel what I'm saying?
if they do it, just make something better. You know, I love the competition, bro.
Hey, if they do it, I'm gonna just have to buy it from them. You can't beat them, join them. They do that shit, I'm gonna have to call them up and be like, "Hey, you stole my idea, bro. I'm gonna have to buy that blue and tan from you, bro." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real deal.
Or do
But
this
yeah,
since you got Stump Junior, right? See if you can get somebody with a female. Do that breeding now while you still.
that's what I told you. I'm gonna take a female black and tan, breed it to Stump Junior, and make the blue and tan coonhound. That's something that I thought about doing too. You know what I'm saying?
So you know the hardest decision now. Like I'm trying to tell us up, bro. If like I'm trying to make my decision between a German Pinscher and Manchester Terrier, bro.
Man, you've been contemplating over them dogs for the longest, man. If I was gonna pick one, I would pick that Jagged Terrier because them motherfuckers is game on my mama.
Ooh, but you know, bro, I'm you know my mission.
Yo,
You know,
that Jagged Patterdale, it ain't nothing fucking with it, bro. Swear to God,
but
that motherfucker will rip your pit bull's nuts clean off.
people people did that cross. You know, I'm on a whole nother tip, bro. Like now, like just like my whole program I got now. Somehow I ended up at the bus, and sometimes how I ended up at the Staffordshire Bulldog Terriers. So I
Yeah.
seen what I
Well, I mean, I seen the Staffordshire Bull Terrier coming because we've been talking about them dogs for the longest. But nowadays, that breed is such a rare breed. You don't really see them around at all. You know what I mean?
because then at that everybody crossing everything, so it ain't telling what you got.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Staffordshire Bull Terrier pure. I don't think never. You know what
Never.
I'm saying? Never. Yo, I never seen one in person. Like I known about the breed. I've had crosses, but I never owned a Staffordshire Bull Terrier pure, and I've never seen one in person pure. You know what I'm saying?
When we hop off, I'm gonna call you later. Or something. I'm gonna give you the information to the breeder for real.
All right, for sure, man. I fuck with it.
Right. But yeah, bro. All right. Let me see, bro. What's your thoughts on what's your thoughts, bro? Behind the dog, is it more so the person behind the dog or the dog itself, bro?
I think it's both. Really, honestly, it's both. It's the handler and it's the dog because you know you can't just take a bullshit dog out like I was talking the other day. I'm not gonna say no names, but it's this dude who goes to every fucking ADBA show. You feel what I'm saying? This motherfucker don't miss an ADBA show, right? How come his dogs is not champions if he go to every fucking ADBA show there is? But I could go to 3 ADBA shows and my dog is 75% the way to be a champion. You feel what I'm saying? This motherfucker done attended 24 ADBA shows at least, and he ain't got no champions. But I could go up in that motherfucker and pull out a blue ribbon instantly. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly think it has a lot to do with the handler and the dog, because a lot of these people think they're smart and they know about dogs, but they don't know as much as they think they know. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
I think a lot of the simplest things, you know, make your dogs better, like running your dog on a bike. You know, simple things like that. People go buy these slap mills and all these fancy ass machines and shit, and I see people get better results, you know what I'm saying, running a dog with a damn bike, you know, working a dog, you know, running your dog through the woods, shit like that.
I dropped this drill on Hound Talk episode 14. One of the best exercises, bro. Get a tennis ball, just throw it down the steps and let the dog keep running it back up to you, bro.
I swear to God, simple shit like that, man. Simple ass shit like that. You know, sometimes you got to simplify it. You know what I mean? Like the diets and stuff. I see a lot of people feeding their dogs. For instance, retriever high proteins, 28% protein dog food, right? That blue diamond shit is 30% protein. A blue diamond bag for 25 pounds goes for like $40. A damn 55-pound bag of that retriever goes for $20. So you telling me what's the difference? 2% protein? Really?
Yeah.
You think 2% protein gonna make a difference?
And down to that, you know, I do natural stuff, bro. Like I might throw a couple of vegetables in there. You feel? I'm the only thing.
Hey, I seen you feeding them dogs green beans and whatever you was, some type of meat.
Yeah, you talking
Yo,
that one day?
yeah, the other day you was feeding them motherfuckers green. When I said green beans, I said he on to something. He trying to get some water in them motherfucking dogs.
Yeah, like it's a little something, something. And then, like, you know, I do my research. Plus, hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking I might put out that superb line Kennels dog food next year too, bro.
Yeah, I try to make my own dog food, man, but it was more expensive to make the dog food than to, you know what I mean? Like it was hard, bro. Making dog food ain't you know what I'm saying? It ain't easy.
Even like people think you just gotta do the kibble. Say you make up your own little mix, right? Grind it down for real. You can make it in patties for real. Just do it up with the ground. Be like you doing like big burgers or something.
Like people, yeah, I hear that. Do some dog burgers. Yeah, he's selling dog burgers.
I mean, not that I am gonna come out with the hard food too. Just you know, bro. Right now, I'm taking my time, bro, because you know me for a minute, bro. You know I done took some losses, and like every time I bounce back harder. So I'm taking my time, bro. I ain't trying to force the issue no more. You hear me? And then
Yeah, hell yeah, I hear you.
I got a
Hey
mission,
man,
bro. So I'm on it.
yo, damn, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's pretty much all I done spilled all the beans to you, man. That's pretty much all I got to say.
Yo, you know Hound Talk at home, man. You my brother from another, bro. You know, if anybody I like to talk hounds with, it's definitely you, bro.
Hell yeah. Let's talk about pit bulls. I got you. Watch this. Now this is something that I seen coming on the Hound chat, but I'm gonna let it rip. What's the difference between a pit bull and a Staffordshire?
Which one? Which Staffordshire American or the Staffordshire Bull?
The AKC American Staffordshire Terrier.
Man, if you look at it, the American Staffordshire Terrier a little bit more big boned, it's taller. You feel me? And it's not as conditioned and shape as the pit bull.
Okay,
That's
now
why
check this out.
they not as game. Even they more show quality.
If you look at Saint, right?
Uh-huh.
What do he look like? What do he look like?
Cool Saint. I mean,
Yeah.
pit body for real, but if that like
He
I
got a pit body, but he got a big head and a wide chest like a staff. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. I mean, if I took him to a American Staffordshire Terrier AKC show, that motherfucker probably place. You feel what I'm saying? Now check this out. So standards wise and looks, there's a lot of staffs that look like pit bulls, a lot of pits look like staff. Now I'm gonna break down to you what the difference between a pit and the staff is. Now when AKC wrote up their standard, what they did was AKC wrote in their standard that pit bulls cannot have American Staffordshire Terriers cannot have red noses. That was a part of their standards from the beginning of the when they started registering them dogs. So 2020, 60 years later, if they was breeding black-nosed dog to black-nosed dog, you think that there's any red-nosed American Staffordshire Terriers in 2020?
mean it and like if you already had the that's where selective breeding come into play. You feel me?
I
Like
don't. I would say no. I would say no because
I don't
if
know.
you really think about it, breeding black nose dog to black nose dog for let's see, 1960. That's like damn near 60 years, if I'm not mistaken. You feel what I'm saying? They breed these damn dogs to have black noses. You know, so
Yeah,
when they made that standard for the breed, that's pretty much what separated the pit from the staff. Now, a lot of people say pit bulls can't be blue. The reason why they say pit bulls can't be blue is because pit bulls come from registered Murray ROM. That's the title that makes a pit bull. That's what you know what I'm saying. That's the That's what separates a pit bull from a staff. There's no such thing as a ROM staff. There's no registered Murray staff. That is a pit bull title. You feel what I'm saying? So in 150 years, 1870 to 2020, there has never, ever been a grand champion registered Murray blue dog. So that's why pit bulls can't be blue, because if you're breeding for dogs like Bolio, dogs like Mayday, dogs like Macho Buck, you get what I mean? You breeding for real pit bulls, they should resemble the dogs that you're breeding for. Like if my opinion, if you breeding Eli dogs, then your dogs mostly should be black and buckskin. You feel what I'm saying? If you breeding for RBJBT dogs, your dogs should be mostly buckskin or red. You feel what I'm saying? And it's because those dogs, like Bolio was a buckskin dog. So if you're breeding Bolio dogs, your dog should be buckskin. You feel what I'm saying? That's kind of how I break it down like that by color, just real simply. But in 150 years, there ain't never been a blue grand champion registered Murray dog. So if you're breeding dogs to try, the goal is to make, when you're breeding pit bulls, is to make your dog go ROM. You feel what I'm saying? ROM. That's the highest title that a pit bull could achieve. So if you breeding to the standards of the pit bull, blue dogs ain't where it's at, because if there ain't never been in 150 years a blue dog to be grand champion registered Murray, then that means for the next 150 years there probably isn't going to ever be one. You feel what I'm saying? So when I break it down, the standards, what separates the American Staffordshire Terrier and the American Pit Bull Terrier, the simplest way to break it down is that American Staffordshire Terrier, by standards, cannot have a red nose, and by standards, the American Pit Bull Terrier cannot be blue. That's what separates them two breeds. You feel me?
exactly, bro.
And you know it's always exceptions to the rules now. You know what I mean?
I
It
mean, even
always is.
does that, like, I don't know, like, a lot of people might be mad at me on this, like, even down to the, I guess you would call it Merle pit bulls, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. You
Hey,
feel?
I don't know, man. The whole Merle thing, bro, I don't know how that gene works. I don't know if there ever was Merle pit bulls. It's a lot of argument, a lot of controversy. But for me, I noticed that a lot of these breeds, like Frenchies, for instance, it wasn't no such thing as no Merle fucking Frenchie. And then Merles become a fad, and then all of a sudden it's Merle Frenchies and Merle English Bulldogs. All of a sudden, come on now, man. I'm a dog man. I could take a Dapple Dash Hound, breed it to a motherfucking Frenchie, then take a Frenchie and breed it to the offspring off that line breed, and the motherfuckers will come out looking like Frenchies.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, but you know, they even know, like, I look at it like that, like, even once you cross, like, say, like, all right, now, like, I never seen a blue Boston, but on the internet, I
Yeah,
see blue Bostons, but down the standards, they say it's not no blue Bostons, but I'm still,
yeah,
you feel me, that way, because you know what my cup of tea Doug is for real. But, like, half of all these colors coming out, like, just like when I make my breed, right? You feel
yeah,
like I'm the creator, so I know what to expect, and then everything pedigree down. Like I don't want 20 years later, you feel me, while I'm still doing my thing now. I see people advertising my breed, but saying, "Oh, we got the violet purple this and violet purple that." No,
yeah.
you feel
Hell
me?
nah.
That's why
Yeah,
even when I breed, bro, like a lot of my dogs, not probably none of my dogs not gonna go to public. You probably want to know me personally to get a dog from me.
yeah. That's how it be, man. They ruining every fucking breed with this dumbass shit. I seen the other day Cane Corsos, Merle Cane Corsos. I know damn well it ain't no such thing, no damn Merle Cane Corso. They got me fucked up. You feel what I'm
Pretty
saying?
much, pretty much.
Real shit. Because there was this dude I knew who used to show Cane Corsos, and he used to have an occasional tricolor Cane Corso come out, right? And I guess back in 1970 or whatever, they allowed tricolor cane corsos and even chocolate ones. Well, eventually they ended up shutting that shit down and saying, you know, by standard they couldn't be tri or fucking chocolate. So whenever his dogs came out with them markings on the eyebrows and shit, they would say
Yeah.
they wasn't brindle. They was really trindle dogs. You feel what I'm saying? His dogs would come out trindle. But the ones that came out trindle, he couldn't show those dogs, even though he had pedigrees going back to FCI cane corsos from back in the days. You feel what I'm saying? His pedigrees go longer than these other motherfuckers' pedigrees, but because he got the trindle ones, his
Yeah.
dogs was fault. So basically, he said, I might as well not even breed the trindle ones.
This just a fun question, right? Don't you know how now, like, is a whole lot of stuff like people hanging papers, you feel me, and then sneaking stuff in the line for a lot of these upcoming breeds like the bullies and the new wave of Frenchies and all that. How
Well,
long that?
they've been doing that shit for the longest.
I
Like
know no
Floyd
time.
Boudreaux.
I'm saying how long you think to that controversy come up with the bully game, bro, or the
I
French?
mean, the controversy for the bully game never gonna come out because nobody gives a fuck.
Oh
You
well,
get what I'm saying? Like the other day, we was looking at my homeboy bought a Merle bully. He said, "How do I register this dog?" I said, "I don't know. Hold on, let me check." ABKC don't accept Merle bullies. UKC don't accept Merle bullies. You know what I'm saying? So who the fuck are they registering these Merle bullies with? They selling them for $5 grand, 10K. They basically selling these dogs with no papers and hung pedigrees. They give somebody a pedigree link online. Here's your pedigree link. You feel what I'm saying? Come from a whole bunch of bullshit that it don't really come from. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't even register these dogs, but sell them for $5 grand.
oh
Because ain't
yeah,
nobody registering these Merle bullies. So that tells me that the game is they just pump faking it and riding along with it anyway. You feel
yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how it's going from there, you know. So the paper hanging on the other hand, if you look up Ed Crenshaw, he got a video, RIP Ed Crenshaw. Ed Crenshaw got a video on YouTube, somebody had posted up of him talking about the art of paper hanging, how Floyd Boudreaux and them was straight up hanging papers on fucking dogs, how a lot of dog men from back in the days was saying this came from this and it didn't. That's why you look at dogs like Shorty's Cotran Cowboy, the fucking dog looked like a basset hound, right? You keep looking back in the Cotran Cowboy's pedigree and you see Midnight Cowboy. Midnight Cowboy got a bushy ass tail, looked like he half lab. You feel what I'm saying? So back then, the motherfuckers was game. They say, hey, this nigga game is shit. We might as well hang papers and call it an Eli dog. Because everybody like this Eli shit hot. Why don't we just say Midnight Cowboy and Eli dog? Done deal. You feel what I'm saying? That Davis stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this paper hanging shit been around from the beginning of this dog shit. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to pit bulls and bulldogs. They gonna keep hanging. You know? They gonna keep hanging, man.
That's the sad reality of it, bro.
That's the sad reality of it. That's why you gotta watch who you get your dogs from and what they come off of.
Oh
You
yeah,
feel what I'm saying?
most
You
definitely.
gotta verify. Like the other day I was looking at some Boyle's dogs, right? I'm looking at, you know, the pedigree looks hot. The pedigree looks A1, got all these fucking titles and shit in it. And when I start looking at the actual dogs, the second generation, I click and I see a blue seal dog. Now, I done bred enough blue motherfucking dogs in my life to know what a blue seal dog looks like. The dog was clearly a blue. You feel what I'm saying? And this is supposed to be some Hall's anti-cat blood. The motherfucker blue seal. When I click who he was bred to a fat, short, fat, black and tan dog, looked like a fucking bully. So that goes to tell me they breeding blue seal dogs to dogs that don't even look like pit bulls and making this bullshit with these fancy ass titles on the paperwork and calling them pit bulls. You feel what I'm saying? That shit all the way bred out of standard. Why the fuck would you breed two dogs that don't even look like pit bulls together and make some bullshit ass dogs just because they got a fancy ass pedigree?
Yeah, my man,
That
even
that, that
like
they saturating the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I done had, like for instance, Champion Melodrama's offspring to Working Line Saint. We got titles in the first generation, second generation, all the way down. Now you look at this stupid ass dog called Kohu. You know what I'm saying? Some dumb bitch named Kiana dog. When I look at her pedigree, she got a loser in her third generation. The motherfucker lost. Piece of shit dog. So that's the only title you got in 4 generations is a losing cur dog, and you want to call them shits pit bulls? Fuck out my face with that dumbass shit. Black and tan, Sorrels, Tonka bullshit. That shit is not a pit bull. That shit is a American Staffordshire Terrier bred to standard. That's what the fuck that is. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they got to keep it 100 with these pit bulls. I'm going to always keep it 100. You look at the damn pedigree. If that motherfucker don't have titles for 4 generations, they ain't did a damn shit with them dogs. They not pit bulls. Because remember, 4 generations makes 100% of the fucking dog.
What
You
they
feel
pet,
me?
bro? They pet bulls.
They pet bulls with they pet bull having ass. Fuck out my face with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I got Staffordshire, American Staffordshire bullies got more titles in 4 generations.
Hello? My bad, I'm back, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I said I got more titles with my Staffordshire bullies in 4 generations, more game dogs than these motherfuckers got in, you know what I'm saying, in 6 generations, 8 generations, bro. I got more in mixed breed dogs. How the fuck my mixed breed dog got every fucking generation a title dog and yo fucking supposable pit bull ain't got a loser in the 3rd gen? Fuck out my face that bullshit, man. You feel me?
Hey, I feel you, bro.
You know, these motherfuckers breeding smooth away from standards, breeding black and tan pit bulls. They can get the fuck out of my face with that dumbass shit. Feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely feel you.
He said just because it's title don't mean it go to work. You just yapping. I mean, it hurt people's feelings. It really hurts people's feelings, man, when they see that. It really hurt people's feelings. But when I got champion dogs, you feel what I'm saying? 3-time winner, champion Maladrama, shutting these Eli dogs the fuck down. And you got these crybaby ass niggas with these motherfucking bullshit ass dogs that ain't never beat a damn shit, that ain't never even tested nothing. Garbage ass dogs, bred to garbage ass dogs because they had fancy ass pedigrees back when. Came from some Burt Sorrels or some goofy ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They ride in some other man's work. Don't ride somebody else's work. You feel what I'm saying? You want to be a pit bull, man? Put some titles on your dogs. Let your nuts hang. Feel what I'm saying? That's how I feel about pit bulls. If you don't, then you ain't got pit bulls. You're not about that life. You need to start breeding Staffordshires. That's the fuck you need to do. Feel
Hold
what
up,
I'm saying?
Staffordshires, bro.
On my mama. On my mama. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't chasing papers. We chasing titles. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. That's why Chico Lopez says he has the best pit bulls, because when you look at his pedigrees, they titled the fuck up. That man putting that work in. Feel what I'm saying? He going to Africa. He going to Mexico. He stay in Brazil. He stay in South America doing his thing. You feel what I'm saying? Doing his motherfucking thing. So when these other niggas want to hate on him because they ain't doing their thing, that's just hating. You know what I'm saying? That you can't hate greatness. You can't hate on Floyd Mayweather if you ain't never beat nobody to fuck up. Feel what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
How you hating on Conor McGregor? I beat Conor McGregor ass. I'm colder, but you ain't never even stepped in the ring. Feel what I'm saying? Real shit. Yo, it is untitled dogs. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of untitled dogs that's grand champion quality. It's a lot of dogs out there that people don't have to leave their yard to look at these dogs to know what they about. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me, I ain't gotta leave my yard, bro. I ain't gotta go see nobody else camp. I ain't gotta do none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta break the law. I ain't gotta break my neck for respect. None of that. You feel what I'm saying? I could go back there and just unhook the motherfuckers off the chain spot, and it's a done deal. Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's real dog man shit. That's something that these chumps out here would never understand. You feel what I'm saying? That's something these people that be punt faking that don't really have game dogs will never understand. You feel what I'm saying? I had to put my dogs up. I can't whenever I want to take one of my coon hounds for a walk, I got to make sure them pit bulls is up. Feel what I'm saying? That's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? They a lot of people won't get that shit. You know, because they ain't never had no real pit bulls. What's a proven dog to you? A proven dog to me, it take a lot to prove a dog to me. You know what I'm saying? He asked what a proven dog is. It take a lot to prove a dog for me. It take years to prove a dog. A dog that's proven is a dog that has been through a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? A dog that has a lot of sweat, a dog that's been hunting, a dog that has been evaluated, thoroughly watched. You feel what I'm saying? You know what that dog gonna do. Feel what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man. That's the name of the game. That's a proven dog is a dog that you done seen sweat. You feel what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And and that's pretty much what it is. But with all the politics that it goes with pit bulling and the bulldogging and the game dogs, and you know what's legal and what's not legal and what like that, it kind of makes me not even want to breed pit bulls no more. It kind of makes me want to steer away from the whole game because of all these snitch ass, rat ass motherfuckers that be out there just telling on motherfuckers. Feel what I'm saying? Or accusing people of doing illegal activities and accusing people of doing this and that. That shit is annoying.
Yeah. Or
You
just
know what I'm
people.
saying?
I mean, then like that's why like even down to that, right? Like even how we was talking, how was a lot of hating the game, bro. I got hated on for having Boston's, bro, and it's supposed to
Bro,
be blue.
that's what they do. I had to change my name on Facebook to a white man's name just to sell dogs. You feel what I'm saying? People didn't want to buy dogs from me because they racist as hell. But when I changed my name to a white man's name, I started selling dogs for $1,000. Feel what I'm saying? That's pretty much how this dog game goes. It's all about your image, how you portray the image. That's why these pretty ass show dogs and these black and tan and blue dogs are being sold, you know what I'm saying, prized in the pit bull game because people is breeding for colors and not for gameness. They not really doing it for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know, a lot of people hate on confirmation dogs, you know, confirmation ADBA pit bulls, but all the confirmation show is for me is basically like when somebody was doing a keep on a bulldog to go show it. You feel what I'm saying? And they bring that dog in there. It's a representation of what your dog would look like when you about to bring it out. You know? So that's why confirmation to me in the American Pit Bull Terrier is very important, because if the dog ain't built right, the dog ain't gonna perform right. Like my boy Jabba all inbred and fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He game his shit, but his performance isn't as good as it would be if he was a structurally correct dog. Feel what I'm saying? He got the attitude, but his structure ain't there.
do
You
I
know what I
think
mean?
it's when it comes to sports and bite work? I mean, probably bite work, right? Like bite work, you know, they wasn't really game. They was when they was originally bred, they wasn't bred to be
Well, I mean,
killers.
here's my thing. When I got into the whole pit bull bite work, everybody shunned me. Everybody said it was a bad thing. Everybody said pit bulls wasn't supposed to bite people. Pit bulls not supposed to be human aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And I got more hate for the pit bull bite work than anything else. You know?
Get back.
And the thing is, pit bull bite work. I mean, I don't. From my personal experience, they could work. I've had American Staffordshire Terriers work better for bite work than pit bulls, but the pit bulls, when I trained up pit bulls to be personal protection dogs and really attack dogs, and made them very unstable, fucked up dogs that will turn on you because they're kind of stupid. They just black out. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like playing with a gun. You might fuck around, shoot yourself. You don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's something that you got to be real careful with. So that's kind of how I feel about the pit bulls doing protection work.
most definitely.
You know, there's a difference between a personal protection dog and an attack dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
Attack dogs don't listen. Attack dog, you just sick.
Yo,
Yeah,
hello.
yeah.
Oh, all right, yeah. No, it blanked out for a second. So what's the smart box dog of the year, bro?
Oh,
I don't
smart
really.
box dog is a dog that can adapt. A dog that can adapt, literally, like a dog that in any situation will figure out his way. You feel what I'm saying? That's what a smart, you know what I'm saying, game dog is to me. A dog that no matter what kind of pressure or scenario they put on the dog always adapts and prevails. You
Yeah,
know,
man. Yeah, you know this Hound Talk. It's Hound Talk. Go on YouTube, bro. But but yeah, man. Even down to that, like a smart hunting dog to me. You feel me? Like say, like I got a dog that's hunting like certain body parts. To me, I like a dog, right? That's more. All right, I'm gonna ask you this, right? What's what's more important to you, stamina or a bite?
you said what?
Stamina or a bite?
I didn't understand the first word you said. Wait,
What's more important to you, bro? Stamina or a bite?
I heard or bite. You said
Like stamina, like you running.
stamina. My bad, bro. You got that Baltimore accent, boy. Yo, uh, but I say, I mean, when it comes to these game dogs, they say stamina because he going the distance. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's how the Jeep bloodline was. Them dogs ain't really got a lot of bite to them, but they got a lot of stamina. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so what would you rather go with, bro? A flat out game dog or intelligent dog?
I'd rather have a smart dog because I'm tired of these fucking game dogs being fucking retarded, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like male dogs grabbing females, male game dogs grabbing friendly dogs, shit like that. That shit is annoying. Feel what I'm saying? It might be for somebody else, but for me who owns multiple breeds, that shit is fucking annoying.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'd much rather have a smart dog.
All right, so like, all right, right, because you know I'm very creative with like how my tactics with the dogs, right? Would you ever try to incorporate like a little team between your train walkers and pits when you take them out on a hunt?
Yeah, I actually would, but like it depends on the dogs. Like that boy Saint, he won't correlate with my Walker Coon hounds because he don't know he wasn't raised with them. He only correlate with dogs that he was raised with. So
So
you know what I'm saying?
gonna incorporate
So
that pup?
for instance, if I was to take Saint hog hunting, right, and I have my Walker Coon hounds out there baying the hog, if I cut Saint loose, that dog is fucking stupid. He gonna run up there and grab one of them hounds.
Oh,
You feel what I'm saying? So like it's kind of pointless to even hunt with dogs like that because they solo dogs. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah. Give me something.
That's why that goes right back into what you were saying. Would you rather have a game dog or a smart dog? I'd rather have a smart dog to go out there and grab a hog and not one of my fucking hounds in the middle of a crucial situation like a hog being there or a family of hogs. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna throw you this, right? I'm gonna throw you this scenario, bro. All right, say you got 4 dogs on your yard, right?
Damn.
Program. That's good. That got a good bite. One with good stamina. One that's super smart, right? And then you got a dog, right? Like he's just super loyal. He ain't really winning on the same categories as the other one. How would you run that program? Woo woo. Will we froze? Bro, phone probably died. All right, we gonna get bro back on here. You feel me? We having some technical difficulties. Definitely did a part 2 to this. But yeah, man, it's Hound Talk 14. Educating those who grain. Hit me up. Who gonna be the next person when we get to 15? It's Hound Talk, man. He got kicked. No, his phone probably died, but I'm gonna holler at him. Hound Talk 14, man.